Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Jess and I'm so glad that you guys are joining me today for an unboxing of some new stuff that I got from the Daily Grind. For my new viewers and my returning viewers, thank you guys so much for all your support. I'm just honestly proud of myself that I'm recording tonight in order to have a video go up at the time that it's going up. So anyways, I purchased a couple items from the Daily Grind. So if you have followed me for a while, you know that for a period of time, I was using and supporting and promoting the Daily Grind Planner. And the way that I look at it, life changes. We all have our seasons of change. And I kind of had to come to the conclusion that the Daily Grind just wasn't working for me. So while I'm no longer using them and I'm no longer like influencing for them, they came out with some stuff that I wanted to try. So I purchased it. I think I still have an active discount code. It's down below. But this is basically, I purchased this so I can give my honest review. So if you decide that you want to purchase, then do with that what you will. Anyways, let's go ahead and unbox. So I purchased two items. I purchased the planner accessories kit, which has like different planner accessories. Sorry, that was a really dumb way to explain it. And then I purchased their acrylic markers. So this is the 36 pack of acrylic markers that have a round dot tip and an extra fine tip. I'm so excited about these, but let's go ahead and open this up. I'm going to grab my notebook and we can do my test swatches in there. This is what I'm using for my daily planner. I think we're actually going to start with the planner accessory kit. So, this is going to be a really dumb complaint. I don't understand why they put plastic around this. That was a waste. But anyways, this is the kit. I actually really love like the plastic case. This is something that I could see myself throwing in my planner tote with like a few of the accessories that I use. So this is really cool. So it has 5 items: an angled blade tool, mini cutting mat, retractable cutter, tweezers, and precision blade tool. So we're going to start out with the mini cutting mat. As you see, it is itty bitty, teeny weeny, but it's not a yellow polka dot bikini. So it is a 2x2, I think. I'm kind of torn about it. I didn't really look at the listing very well. I will find a purpose for it. I do think it's cute, but it's just a lot smaller than what I expected. I don't know what I was expecting. I think I actually forgot that this was part of it. And then we have... Okay, so let's see. We have the tweezers. As you guys know, I am definitely a fan of tweezers. These are plastic. They are... Okay, so I typically use the reversible ones, the ones that you don't have to hold closed. These ones are just like regular tweezers. They are sharp. They are really, really nice and sharp. Let's test it out. My favorite way to test out tweezers is on clear sticker paper. So if I can pick it up with it, then they are good. It's been a while since I have used regular tweezers. Moving on. That, I will say, this was most likely user error. I don't think it should have broken like that. And it really technically didn't break, just the little spring fell out. But I don't know. Okay, let's try it with like a regular sticker. I think the problem is that I'm so used to the reversible tweezers that it's like, I don't know how to use regular tweezers. Like, I can manipulate the page to make it start to come off and then pick it up like that. Do I want to have to do that for all of them? I really don't. So I don't love them. I won't be using them. I will use my regular tweezers. But I am curious if there's anybody who purchased these and you do love them and they work well for you, please let me know what I'm doing wrong, because I feel like an idiot trying to use these, but not impressed. Okay, we have knives. I think this is the precision. I think this one is the precision blade tool because it's like so tiny, which I do love stuff like that. Like, I love the little itty bitty blades. Probably my favorite craft knife are the slice. I think these are used with like the crickets. As you see, it is like super, super tiny. These work so well. I actually lost the cap, so now I just have to be really careful with how I store them. I think what we're going to do there, I know that there are some stickers. This is a teacher sticker book. So there are definitely some stickers that I'm not going to be using, but I want to use them for a purpose. So how about, I'm trying to see like, what can I potentially trim with this to really get a good idea of how well it works. And if there's like a sticker, ooh, let's try it on one of these. Okay. I'm just going to make sure that it's all like tightened up really nicely. Oh, it is sharp. I like this. Okay, this I like. I replaced the blade on this one, and now it feels so awkward when I use it because of the fact that it's so sharp. So I really like this one with that itty bitty blade. This is definitely a yes. I barely pressed down on that, by the way, and it cut beautifully. So the precision blade tool is a definite yes. This is just a regular angled blade tool. So this has like your normal size blade for your craft knives. And again, I'm going to make sure it's nice and tightly closed. I mean, I have no complaints about that whatsoever. It's really smooth, really sharp, cut beautifully. It was really easy to just maneuver. I'm kind of curious how it could be for like, careful not to trim the stickers. All right. I kind of like that. I'm going to say this one is a thumbs up. The angled blade tool. I want to actually try something. We're going to take this one and we're going to, hot damn. I have a new favorite tool. All right. And then we also have a retractable cutter, which this honestly, y'all, what the, this, okay. It was easily fixable, but that should not have happened. Okay, I do like this. This, honestly, I will probably just use for opening up boxes. I don't see myself using this in like my regular planning, cutting stickers, that sort of thing. But this will be nice for opening up boxes, so no complaints about this. So that leaves us with two knives I like. The smaller one is definitely my favorite. This has like an extra piece of plastic on it, which was annoying me, but that's okay. Vinny, I don't know what you want, bud. Okay, this little mini tool, I want to see. So what if, okay, we're going to go back here. So maybe it could be nice. I don't know. If you guys purchase this little kit, let me know. what you are using this for. It's like really thick. I just wish it was just like a little bit bigger. Like even maybe closer to like half of like this big. That I felt like could have been really, really good. I just don't, I got the hiccups. I just don't know what I'm going to do with it when it's this small. So let me know in the comments what you're going to be using this for. I would love to know. But if you were to use it to put underneath the stickers, this is kind of how I could see it being done. So put it like that because I don't like to say hello to Mondays. It just kind of gives you like a flat surface to be able to cut on. And it also reduces the chances that, like, let's say that this knife went through the sticker paper completely. It gives you less chance of it damaging future, like, other sticker pages. So this is cute, but I need to really think about this one. This is a yes. Knives like this are always good for boxes. These two are a yes, which I think this little small one is going to be like the most heavily used. And then these are a no. Also, the case is a yes. The case I will 100% be using. And I will actually like kind of share with you at the end of the video what I will be putting in the case and how I will be using it. Now we're going to move on to the acrylic markers. This is probably where I could be using one of those new knives, but I'm just going to use this one. I have really high hopes for these. And I think it's just because of the fact that I've used like other acrylic markers. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're okay. But I have really high hopes because I love the Daily Grind highlighters that they have released. I like the pens that they have released. So okay, and also what I think I just realized that it maybe is it 36 colors or is it 18 colors and you have no, it is in fact 36 colors. Half of them were just okay, whatever. So we have a dot tip. I need my phone too. There we go. And then we have a that tip. So we are going to just go ahead and dump these out. This is kind of a mess. This is very much so a mess. I think as I use them, I'm going to put them back in the box, and that way I can have them all in the box, like in a nice order. So we do have a good array of colors. I am going to just probably use like a page from the back of this. And we're just going to test them on this page. Okay, my phone was being really weird about focusing, so hopefully it's better now. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and take the colors. It's kind of like a mess on my desk, so we'll see what happens. We're going to start with a red. And this to me looks like it's potentially going to be like more of like a pinkish red. So dot. Oh my goodness. I love that. Oh, that was smooth. And no ghosting, no bleeding, which is fantastic. Future ones, I'm only going to do one dot. I was just getting a little dot happy there. And this is a nice, it's a nice fine tip. These are supposed to be 1 millimeter, which I don't consider 1 millimeter extra fine tip. Maybe for markers it is. I just don't consider it to be. And also this may be the rose red, or is this the red? I am so confused, you guys. I think I'm just confused about the color. We're just gonna roll with it. Anyways, with the dots, you are able to do different size dots. I will probably use these dots a lot for dots in my dot grid journal because so far I love it. We have this one. Okay, one complaint so far. I wish that these had names on it, or I wish that it had numbers. This is kind of like a coral, which is a really pretty color. This is a really, really pretty color. And it writes gorgeous. Moving on, because we're going to continue on with the oranges. I'm trying to go in like rainbowish order-ish. We're going to do dot. This is a gorgeous color. I like this color. So far, I fully support buying the acrylic markers. This looks like almost exactly the same color as that one. Am I crazy? They're not supposed to be the same color. Okay, this one's just a touch lighter than this one. Now, they're kind of starting to dry. I don't know if you can really tell the difference. But there is a very slight difference. That's going to confuse me, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm not complaining about that. I'm perfectly fine with that. And as it dries more, it may have a bigger difference. Then we have this one. This is more of like a peach color. That's a really pretty color, actually. And then we're going to go to yellow. We're going to do this one first. Ooh, this is a really pale yellow. I like this one. What's interesting that it was kind of like slightly different between the dot and the line. Huh. Maybe it just needed to be shaken up. And then, because one thing I do like about these is that I haven't had to shake them yet. And that's really convenient, honestly, for me because I'm too lazy for that mess. And then we have this yellow. Beautiful. And then we're going to go with this. Should be like a really bright yellow. Whoo, I like it. There is a, oh no, there's a clear difference. I was like, ooh, is it almost the same? But it's not. Let's go with green next. That's brown. We have, let me just pull all of them out. Okay, and then that will go with the teal. Okay, so we're going to do like the light to the darker. Oh, this is a really pretty pale green. That is really pretty. I am actually really excited to use these, and I'm gonna give it a shake just to see if it makes any difference. But I am really excited to use these in my dot grid. I will try them on regular Happy Planner paper. I don't know if it will bleed through, but we will definitely find out. And then we're gonna go this one. Ooh, this is a really pretty color. I am a sucker for teals, so I like that one. And this is like a darker. I think that would be more like a turquoise. This is a teal. I do like those. And then we have this one, which should be, oh, that is gorgeous. Okay, I am a huge fan of these three right here. These are absolutely favorites for me. Okay, now we are going to go with the blue. think we're going to do this one first. I'm like trying to kind of figure out like what order do I want to do these in, because that matters to me. I think we're going to go like this, because I think this one may kind of like lean towards like a tealish. Oh no, that is light blue. That is a really pretty color. Maybe like an aquamarine. I don't know. I'm bad with that. I just know when a color's pretty. Beautiful bright blue. And then this is like a royal blue. I could be looking at the box for the colors, but I have the box set off to the side as I'm putting them away. And then this one, this is a really pretty. So this is kind of similar to this other one, but it is slightly darker. It's slightly bluer. And then this one should be like a navy. We're going to go up here. Oh, that's pretty color. And Duke is like, hi. He was sitting behind me on my chair, and then he decided to torture me. Okay, so now we're going to do purple. We're going to start with these ones, and then I'm kind of leaning towards like actually doing the darker first, and then we're going to kind of go into the pinks. So I'm basically going to just have all of these at the ready. All right. This is pretty. I will say I love these colors so much. I think that Daily Grind did really, really well with the colors. The fact that these are so smooth, I'm very happy. They also released some markers that are very similar to Tombow. I was really tempted to get them, but I didn't, just because of the fact that I have enough dual brush pens, the Tombow dual brush pens, that I just don't need any more like that. After seeing and after like really trying these, I'm kind of tempted to. Because I'm in my mind, here's my validation for that. Because if they are similar colors to these markers, it'll be nice to kind of have like matching sets. Oh my gosh, I just made a mess. Holy crap. You guys, welcome to my life of chaos. Let's put these back now. I'm like, I need this to be like order, and then I go and spill it. There we go. That's better. Okay. Now we are moving on to the pinks. This color. It is like this gorgeous dusty rose. Love it. And then the last one before we get to the neutral is this really light pink. All right, I freaking adore these colors. If they were to release another set with new colors, I would 100% buy it. Like no doubt in my mind, I would 100% buy it. Also, I just messed this up. Oh no, I really messed it up. This is why I don't try to be organized. I'm going to have to put these in something because keeping them in the box is not going to work. Okay, now we're going to do the browns, and then we're going to basically lead our way to black and white. So we have gold, we have browns, and we have silvers, we have gray. Let's go to dark. Let's go light first and then dark, and then we'll go here. And then we have like It looks like it's going to be like a cream color, so I'm kind of really curious about that one. Let's do the browns first. I will say I'm definitely not disappointed in these. And then, ooh, this one's pretty. I like that one. And I'm not normally a fan of browns, but I really like that one. Then a light brown. And then, gorgeous. We have gold. Oh, I like that gold. I was kind of a little worried about that one, but the gold looks fantastic. I think I had put like silver or gray next, but I want to do silver first. Oh, I love it. The gold and silver are absolutely top notch. And those are ones that I'm super, super picky about. Okay, so this is just a gray. The gray is gorgeous. And then we've got a dark gray. I like that one. It's not like, it's a very dark gray. I'm really curious to see it next to the black. Okay, when it's next to the black, you can absolutely tell a difference. When it's not next to the black, it is kind of hard to tell that it's just a gray color. And then this is like a cream. I will put this closer to the phone in just a moment. I like this one. I may need to shake it for the dot, just because it kind of looks like a little weird. And then this is white. Obviously, you're not going to be able to see white very well, but I will put it next to something else. Like we can use this. So this way you can also see that the white can easily go over other things. So this is the white. I probably could have made it look a little bit better, but it looks fine. So here's all of the colors. I love them. I am really, really glad that I picked these up, and I cannot wait to use these in with my daily planner for like dots. So acrylic markers are definitely, in my opinion, worth buying. And now I have a very nicely organized box. I have to fix the bottom. So let me close this up first, and then I will fix the bottom. Crikey. And then, okay, so there we go. So acrylic markers are definitely worth getting. The planner accessory kit, I'm really torn on. Again, I don't know how to use or what to use this little 2x2 mat for. So that I'm kind of like a little iffy about. Everything else, this is basically what I plan on doing. This is what I use for my pens. So in here, let's take the stuff out of this pocket. I have whiteout, because you always need whiteout. So that that fits in the case. My washi cutter, this one comes from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop. So we're going to put that in there. Apparently I had two, which I don't need two. These are the tweezers that I like. These are EK tools. They are reversible tweezers. This is what I like. They're super, super sharp. So this is what I'm going to recommend people buy. I am going to keep the long one out, but I will keep the smaller blade in here so I can be able to have that. This is honestly going in the trash. And then box cutter will stay out. And I think I'm going to leave this in my pen case. And if I happen to use it, this did not make it in the box. I'm going to put that back in the box. And then basically that's just going to go in there. So I keep all of my tools in one thing. And there we go. So anyways, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you purchased anything from Daily Grind. And if you did purchase the planner accessory kit, let me know your thoughts, because if I'm just not using the tweezers right, please let me know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. Thumbs up, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the next video.